Why is it so crucial to take care of business? Why can't you just work a normal job, a 40-hour work week like everyone else, instead of having to do this 80-hour work week, 2 or 3 jobs, and low paying maybe, and then have to build something on the side of that to replace those, and then to, stress yourself out, handle tons of rejection, people hating on you for trying to be different and, and trying to set up your life for your future success, and you're going to struggle with it for years, and people are going to wonder, bro, why are you still doing that thing? Have you stopped yet? You need to quit, man. You're taking advantage of everyone around you, and nothing's bro, I'm making more money than you are, and you are this big business owner, yada, yada, yada. Why go through all that hassle? There's a reason why most people are not willing to build businesses and are just basically stuck with the 40-hour work week, doing their jobs and then trying to live it up during the weekends or with social events or with their social circles that they've got. And they stick with them. Why build a business? The reason why is because service is the key to happiness. Now, if we understand that service is the key to happiness, what is service? Service is solving other people's problems. Service is making sure that other people's lives are positively affected. And would you want to do a little bit of that or a lot of it? Because that's your choice. No matter what, you're going to serve people throughout your life. The universe designed our lives that way for a reason. And you can choose to serve a little bit and get a little bit in return, right? Scarcity is most probably what you're going to choose then. Or you can choose to serve a lot and get a lot in return. But at some point, you got to understand that you will replace yourself in low leverage activities in order for you to handle higher and higher and higher leverage activities as a result of you having outworked your neighbor and everyone else to the point where you've outgrown and outlearned and now are more skilled than everyone else in your vicinity. And you also want to challenge yourself, and so you're on this personal development path. You're going to naturally be handling bigger problems, more complicated problems, and you're going to handle people more than anything else. And you get paid more as a result of doing that. Why is that a good thing? I've kind of secretly mentioned it in this video already, but it is the aspect of serving people is how you receive service in return. When you see people that are flying first class and you look at the prices, you're just like, gosh dang. I don't know if there is first class anymore. It's pretty much business class. But in some airlines, they have first class. And you're looking at the prices that are sometimes 4 times more, 5 times more, 10 times more. And you're just like, why would anyone do that? Why wouldn't they want an 80% reduction on the price? It's just same flight, right? From here to there. Because there's more service. You feel better. You feel more important. Okay? This is not something that you should do when you're poor or middle class. But once you have actually served thousands of people, tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, and you've gotten to the point where other people have replaced you in that service, you've created jobs, then you are allowed to be granted to be served extra. You provided extraordinary, and as a result, you will be provided with extraordinary. And that ticket might actually help you to produce more solutions to problems and actually help you to, because of that comfort, help you to help now hundreds of thousands of people or millions of people. It's important to be comfortable if you're going to solve the world's biggest problems, isn't it? Right? Because it's high leverage activities, you need high leverage comfort. And that's okay. Because you have pushed yourself to the aspect of being uncomfortable continuously so that there's an equilibrium of sorts. The person that doesn't get uncomfortable shouldn't be given massive comfort. He should continuously be put in uncomfortable situations. But someone who has continuously pushed themselves, despite not needing to, into uncomfortable situations, that person deserves comfort. Because it's hard what he's doing, right? So if you understand that aspect of, yes, you want to receive a lot of service, but you also want to get to the point where you are changing millions of people's lives. I don't understand why people would allow themselves to think small. Why would you think small when the universe gives you whatever it is that you want it to give you? That is the system. Life is hard and then you die. Whoa. I want to make sure that I'm far away from that person who have those thoughts. Yes, it is true. Death will come. Yes, it is true. There's a lot of taxes, right? Yes, it's true. Most people are negative and they're going to give you problems and you don't, and they're going to make fun of you for trying to think outside the box. But it is always better to go outside of what normal people do, create better results than what other people do, and actually create a life of abundance. Entrepreneurship is not just the solution to bless humanity as a whole and make sure that we solve as many problems as possible. Entrepreneurship is also the only way to truly fulfill your true potential. As someone who is people skilled, as someone who is enjoying life, as someone who understands how life works. The more you understand how life works, the better life becomes. Would that make sense? Is it rational and reasonable to believe that that is how the system works? Understand life more. Life is better. Life is fantastic as a result of you understanding life more. Not trying to understand life more, continuing to do the same routine, the same thing that you've done over and over and over and over again, expecting different results but not getting one, and then eventually becoming bitter about that situation after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, because you get a family and you get kids, and you get lazy, and the kids they don't look up to you, your wife might not be attracted to you, and you're in a situation where it's like, what do I do now? What's next? It's too late for me. I'm too old. You should be taking care of this stuff when you're young, when you've got lots and lots and lots of energy. Because you get trampled down over time. Because of corporate, because of trying to get a promotion, trying to make a little bit more dollars in order for you to provide for your family. You put yourself in a very difficult predicament. And you should have never done that in the beginning. You should have prioritized differently. Yes, eventually you get a family. Yes, eventually you get kids. Yes, you're going to get to the point where women are massively attracted to you and you select the best honeys, right? But you got to understand how to prioritize. And the ultimate prioritization is understanding entrepreneurship, building a business, but doing that on the side of providing myself with cash flow so that I'm not stuck building a business that continuously is failing and I'm losing money as a result. You can build that on the side of continuous cash flow. You're building a business truly because you want to fulfill your true potential. And you don't know how intensely huge your potential is. And you can only find that out by giving entrepreneurship a shot, because that is the hardest thing to do in life. It's the hardest thing, but then life becomes easier. And if you don't do it, life has a tendency to become more and more difficult as you age. Because of health, it deteriorates, declines if you're not taking care of it. If you don't have time because you're continuously being drained from your employer, that might happen. Right? Your relationships might also be drained because you don't have time, right? You build entrepreneurship once, you figure out how sales work, you figure out how the marketing works, you figure out how to deliver on your promises works, life opens up. You now are free because you have replaced yourself. Now, obviously, you need to continuously put in some input, right, to the machinery so that it doesn't run dry, but you're free. And that's what I highly recommend for you, is to understand the importance of entrepreneurship in your specific life and that everyone can do it. Everyone can be an entrepreneur. Everyone can solve problems for other people at scale. If you can understand this message that is coming out of my mouth, you can build a business. If you understand this message, you can build a business. No doubt in my mind. You'll need help. We all do. Right? And the faster you get help, the faster you grow. But you got to start somewhere. And I highly recommend my channel as you watch 2 a day. To start with the latest and watch 2 videos every single day. You're going to catch up with all of my videos eventually. And you will have completely and radically changed your mindset. And you'll probably have adopted mine. Is that a bad thing? I kind of love my life. Okay? So if you can adopt my mindset, and you'll get a better life than what I got, because I wasted a lot of time over the past 10, 15 years, right? You won't have to, because I'm telling you how to relive what I've lived, but doing it with better priorities and with a better mindset and with a better understanding of how life works. I'm doing this for you guys. Yes, of course, it's a win-win situation because eventually I create more freedom, more power to do good, and more blah, 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 whatever. At the end of the day, though, I have to realize that I'm putting in this work so that I can help one more of you guys. And hopefully you'll be that one. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.